here in Sweden. I chose a Kodiak bear to have on the picture because you can only find Kodiak bears in a half island called Kodiak in Alaska. Uh, Alaska have four sorts of bears. The black bear on the picture number 1, the grizzly bear on the picture number 2, the brown bear on picture number 3, and the Kodiak bear on picture number 4. Brown bear. Brown bear have their population in the north of Scandinavia, Russia, Canada, Alaska, Malaya, in the Middle East, and some parts of Middle Europe. Adult brown bear weight between 100 and 635 kilograms, but the biggest brown bear they ever have seen weighed about 618 kilograms. The length of a brown bear is 6 to 7 feet. Some features for a brown bear is the dark brown color, the tight hair they have in the winter, and the fluffy hair they have in the summer. The brown bear have a very big head with a long nose, but the brown bear have round and small ears too, and the brown bear has a hunch on their shoulders too. Brown bears is a omnivore. A brown bear that is not the same the whole year. The brown bear vary their diet very much. Black bear. There are two arts of black bear. The first one is the American black bear. The second one is the Asian black bear. But Asian black bear don't live in Alaska. In Alaska, they have about 100,000 black bears, and you can find black bears in whole Alaska without the northern parts. A black bear have an average weight on 100 kilograms. A black bear have a very small and round ears and eyes, but the biggest feature is the black color on the hair. Black bear is omnivore, but 75% of their food is only vegetable. Kodiak bear, even called the biggest predator on the earth. Kodiak bears only live on the half island in Alaska called Kodiak, and there they live about 3,500 Kodiak bears. The average weight for a female Kodiak bear is 202 kilograms, and for a male Kodiak bear is the average weight 312 kilograms. But the biggest Kodiak bear the humanity have seen weight 757 kilograms. The Kodiak bear is very similar to the brown bear, but the Kodiak bear is a lot bigger. Kodiak bear is omnivore. They prefer vegetables, but they can eat deers like moose and elk. Grizzly bear. Grizzly bear lives in whole Alaska. In Alaska, they live 30,000 grizzly bears. The length of a grizzly bear is about 6 to 7 feet. A grizzly bear have a average weight on 363 kilograms, but the male bear weighs more than the female bear. A female bear only weighs 75% of a male brown bear's weight. A grizzly bear is the biggest part, the same like a brown bear, but the size is the difference. A grizzly bear is much bigger than a brown bear. Grizzly bears are omnivore, but they prefer to eat salmon. The bears in Sweden. This is a picture on a brown bear, and it's the only art we have in Sweden. Brown bears lives in whole northern Sweden and Dalarna country, and Sweden have a population on 3,300 bears. If you say bears to someone in Sweden, get you often the answer Orsa Bear Park, and it's because in Orsa in Dalarna country they have a big bear park, and they have much bears in the wildlife too in Orsa. Brown bear is between 7 1.7 to 2.8 meters long. A male brown bear in Sweden weighs 100 to 300 kilograms, and a female bear weighs 60 to 200 kilograms. A brown bear have a big head and small eyes and ears. The biggest difference comparing with the brown bear they have in Alaska is the size. The American wants to be the big and best every time, and in this situation they are the big and best. Brown bear is an omnivore, but they live in the biggest part on blackberry in Sweden, but they can eat some deer animals too, like mouse and roe deer. In Sweden today, don't everybody know that we have bears in the north, but in Alaska everybody know that we have bears in Alaska. It's one of the biggest difference. Another difference is the hunting. In Sweden it's a dream to hunt bear, but in Alaska it's everyday food. Another difference is the size. You know, the Americans every time want to be the big and best, and you can say something another about the bears. The population is much bigger in Alaska. In Sweden we have one bear art. In Alaska they have 4 bear arts. And in Sweden we have 3,300 bears, but in Alaska they have hundreds of thousands bears. The hunting of bear comparing Alaska and Sweden. In Alaska they hunt with dogs, like in Sweden, but the big difference is how many dogs they hunt with. In Sweden we hunt with 1 or 2 dogs. In Alaska they hunt with 10 to 20 dogs, and the Swedish bear hounds locate their track self. In Alaska they drive with a car or a ATV to find the tracks for the dog. How long is the hunting season in Alaska and Sweden? In Sweden can you only hunt bear from 21 August to 15th October, but in Alaska can you hunt bear both in the autumn and in the spring, and you often have bigger listens in Alaska. Which dog did they hunt with in Alaska and Sweden? In Alaska they hunt with coon dogs, who have 2 works. The first one is to follow the track, the second one is to hunt the bear up in the tree. In Sweden they have 3 works. The first one is to find the track, second one is to follow the track, And the last one is to hunt they up in the tree. The most usual breed of dogs for bear hunting in Alaska is Bloodhound, who is on the picture to the left. And Bloodhound is the breed of dogs who they shot most bear for past years in Sweden too. But Sweden have some nice breeds for hunting bear too. One of them is the dog to the right, who is called Swedish Elkon. In Sweden we call it Jämthund, because it comes from the country of Jämtland. What have I learned about Alaska? I have learned more about every bear art, and I have learned much about things I know, but not in English. But now I have learned it in English. And I have learned a lot of geography too. On the picture you see the flag of Alaska. Sources: Wikipedia, both on English and Swedish, Världsnaturfonden, Orsa Bear Park, Jägarförbundet, and Rovdjursföreningen.